So I finally finished my New Orleans album. Kind of happy. One tip is make notes during your trips because there's so much I forgot, and I remember going there having fun, taking certain pictures, and then at the end I didn't remember why I took those pictures. So I went ahead and I actually took this picture at one of the locations that we visited, and I decided it made a great cover. I had originally created one like a cover that was just very like plain and generic and colorful on ChatGPT, but then I saw this and I go, wow, this fits so much better. It's literally both of us, or our feet anyways, and then it said New Orleans, so I was like, so suitable. I just wish it would have had the date. Could have probably added it, but the picture was already printed, so it stays as that. Then I did go ahead and do this. This is kind of like a secondary kind of image. I took the image itself and then just kind of added some stamps to it. Then I put this here, pretty much just has receipts and stuff like that of like the trip and like the itinerary and stuff like that. Then I got this from Google Maps. I kind of did it, kind of added a little spot. Then I did a little close-up since we only went to the French Quarter. I figured I would go ahead and focus on that. And let me actually zoom this in a little bit. Then I went ahead and did this. I decided to use these to separate the different days of the trip. So, and I really like how that came out. The last one kind of came a little lopsided because again, I added this after the fact and I probably should have made it a little upper, but it is what it is. But I absolutely love tunnels. Anytime I go in a tunnel, I always take a picture. So I figured this would be great as just kind of en route, not to mention the lines and everything of the lighting. Just felt like it went with it. Then, of course, we visited Buc-ee's, so I kind of did some digital stamping in this, and I put the sign of it. I didn't want to put all the pictures of inside. And then what I was trying to do is just keep it to a minimum when it came to journaling. So I just kind of put certain things of pit stops that we did, and then kind of just journaled about it all together. Then I went ahead. Now, one thing I did do here that is different than other scrapbooks that I've done is I did check into the hotel first. Obviously, that's the first thing I did on July 18th. But I took pictures of the hotel as I was there. So I kind of did a combination to kind of stick with hotel pictures in one section and then, not have it be all over the place. So that's why some of the images look like they were taken at night. I did add here a New Orleans postcard, kind of journaled a little bit about that, but then here's where I'm referring to. So I went ahead and as you can tell, some of the pictures are at night, some of them are during the day, but again, for me, I was just trying to stay with the concept of the hotel itself. Then we went ahead and I journaled about the first restaurant we went to, kind of just added this. It was kind of a cute little thing that they gave you to kind of promote for you to go eat there and stuff like that, and I figured this is great. Then again, I did the same thing with Bourbon Street. This is a picture that I took, so you're gonna see in certain spots, even though I took a certain picture, I may have pictures that kind of look like daytime and nighttime. It's because of that. I was trying to stick with a certain theme and not get it to be confusing. So I went ahead, and this is our second day in New Orleans. I kind of decided to do this. I was giving this a try for the first time. I've never really cut pictures like this, and I actually like a lot how it came out. So this was kind of nice. Then obviously on the other side, I did all the St. Louis cemetery, kept their little flyer. Then here, I don't know if you can see this section here. This kind of flips open. Then I went ahead and I put a postcard of the cemetery. Did a little bit of the memory keeping there. Then again, a postcard of Mary LaVue. I did buy this postcard elsewhere, but it fit perfect with the fact of her tomb there. So I did a little bit of journaling on the actual tomb. Then this is where we went to eat. I kind of cut the napkin. I made it fit. Then again, here we have Bourbon Street. This picture was taken during the day, but then these are pictures of Bourbon Street at night. Again, I was just trying to keep with the consistency of if it's Bourbon Street, it's Bourbon Street, and so on and so forth. Then here we went ahead and I did some journaling. Then we did Jackson Square. And then this picture, sorry, it's kind of on a landscape, but that was that. Then this is the cathedral. Then here is the one place I went to that I went afterwards. did some journaling and just added the one picture. They don't let you take pictures inside, so obviously I had to journal on the side and just put the picture of us in the entrance. Then this was a museum that we did visit. This is where I actually took the picture that I used on the cover. So I went ahead and I did, obviously wasn't going to duplicate the picture here, but this is the actual spot where it came from. And then we have here. And then again, I did similar here to the first day where we went to Whataburger and we went to Buggy's. So what I did here was I kind of journaled on this card about our dinner and our dessert. And then this was our tour. Then this opens up again. And sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but it does open up. And then here we have this. And then it was raining, so I kind of had to do a little come on sun. And then this is actually our other museum tour. I did use a lot of like Halloween items on this because it's, you know, scary. Then here, pretty much I detailed our last day. And then we went to eat. Then I kept this from the restaurant. Then some final sightseeing. And again, ended our day and had to document about the fact that my son was so extremely cold that he had to cover himself from head to toe. Well, this is a flip through of my New Orleans trip, and I hope you enjoyed.